The Secret Life of Wild Elephants. In the heart of the African savanna, where the horizon burns golden and the wind carries whispers of ancient wisdom, lives a creature of immense strength, intelligence, and soul, the wild elephant. To the untrained eye, they may seem like gentle giants moving slowly across the land, but beneath their thick, wrinkled skin lies a world rich with secrets, emotions, and stories few ever witness. This is the secret life of wild elephants. Chapter 1. Matriarchs and Memories. An elephant herd is not just a group, it is a family, led by the oldest and wisest female, the matriarch. She is the keeper of memory, the guide through drought, danger, and destiny. Her name, if we may borrow one for her story, is Mama Nia. Her massive ears fan the hot air as her sharp eyes scan the horizon. At 55 years old, she remembers where the watering holes never dry and which tree shades offer the safest refuge for her young ones. Her daughters and granddaughters follow her in a line, brushing up against each other in a gesture of comfort. Elephants are creatures of touch. A trunk on the shoulder is not just a limb, it is a hug, a reassurance, a reminder that I am here with you. Mama Nia's herd includes her curious 3-year-old grandson, Tembo, who's learning the ways of the world, where danger hides, where water waits, and when to stay still. Chapter 2. The Language of Giants. Elephants do not speak with words, yet their communication is profound. They rumble deep tones, too low for human ears, that travel miles beneath the earth. Through this seismic language, they warn other herds of danger or summon distant relatives during times of grief. When a lion pride stalks nearby, Mama Nia freezes, her massive frame stiff and alert. A low, barely audible rumble vibrates through the ground. The younger elephants immediately cluster around the calves, forming a protective barrier. No trumpet, no panic, just ancient instinct and deep, silent understanding. But when water is found, oh, the joy! Trumpets of celebration fill the air. Tembo splashes clumsily, drenching his sister in mud, while older elephants spray cool water across their backs. It's not just a bath, it's happiness. And in that moment, laughter echoes through the savanna, not in sound, but in shared experience. Chapter 3. Grief and the graveyard elephants remember their dead. When the herd comes upon the bones of a fallen elephant, they stop. Trunks reach out gently to touch the skull, the tusks, a solemn greeting to an old friend. They stand still, sometimes for hours. It's not science. It's not proven. But ask any ranger or field biologist, and they will tell you, elephants mourn. Years ago, Mama Nia lost her sister Siri during a harsh drought. Every year since, the herd has paused under the baobab tree where Siri took her last breath. Nia lingers there longer than the others, her trunk tracing the bark. This is not just instinct. This is memory. This is love. Chapter 4. The Young and the Wild. For the young elephants, life is full of wonder. Tembo chases butterflies, splashes in muddy puddles, and learns from his elders. But the wild is not always kind. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low, the herd heard a scream, a young elephant calf stuck in a dried-up riverbed. Panic surged, but the family didn't abandon her. Elephants do not leave their own. Mama Nia coordinated with her daughters. Some pushed from behind, others dug the sides. It took nearly 3 hours, but finally, with a trumpeting cry of triumph, the calf climbed out. Elephants cheered. Yes, they celebrated. Tembo, watching it all, learned a vital lesson. Strength lies not in muscle alone, but in unity, compassion, and patience. Chapter 5. The Bull's Journey. Male elephants, around the age of 12 to 15, begin to drift away from the herd. Tembo's older cousin, Jabari, now walks alone. His path is different, solitary, unpredictable, and wild. Jabari roams across grasslands and forests, sometimes joining temporary male groups, other times wandering alone. He is in must, a hormonal surge that transforms his behavior, making him restless and aggressive. But Jabari is not a brute. He is learning how to fight, how to court, how to survive. One night, under a sky filled with stars, he encounters another bull. There is tension, a silent challenge. They circle, ears flared. Then the clash, tusks against tusks, dust rising, power meeting power. It ends without blood, just a lesson exchanged. Jabari walks away, stronger, wiser. Chapter 6. The Silent Killers. The greatest threat to elephants does not come from lions or crocodiles. It comes from humans. Poaching, habitat loss, and illegal ivory trade have turned these giants into ghosts in some regions. Every year, thousands fall, not to nature, but to greed. Rangers patrol tirelessly, protecting herds like Mama Nia's, but it's a never-ending battle. One night, gunshots shattered the peace. A young male was found lifeless, his tusks gone. The herd gathered around his body, touching, grieving. But the next morning, they moved on, not forgetting, but surviving. That's what elephants do. They endure. Chapter 7. Rain and Renewal. Then, at last, the rain returns. Thick clouds roll in over the plains. Thunder roars. The sky opens, and the dry, cracked earth drinks deeply. The herd lifts their trunks to the sky, welcoming the storm like an old friend. The riverbeds fill. Trees bloom again. Life returns. Tembo leaps in the mud with glee. The calves chase each other. The older elephants graze on fresh shoots. Mama Nia watches it all. Another season survived. Another year etched into her memory. Chapter 8. The Final Journey. Every elephant has a journey, and even the matriarch must one day rest. Years later, Mama Nia, now old and slow, begins to lag behind. Her daughters nudge her gently, but she knows the time has come. She walks away from the herd, not in fear, but in peace. Under the same baobab tree where her sister passed, Nia lies down. The wind brushes over her back, and she breathes slowly. The sun sets. The earth grows quiet. Her family finds her hours later. They do not cry, but they remember. Tembo, now grown, touches her with his trunk. A final goodbye. And then they move on, carrying her memory with them in every step, every rumble, every heartbeat. Epilogue: The Legacy of the Giants. To know the secret life of wild elephants is to understand that they are not just animals. They are storytellers, memory keepers, empaths, and architects of the land. Their paths carve history into the earth. Their presence is a gift to the wild. And though we may only glimpse their world in pieces, one thing is certain. In the silence of the savanna, under the vast sky, the giants still walk. With purpose, with wisdom, and with a heart that never forgets.